Today's horoscope, Scorpio September 16th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Your exchanges can be fruitful and nurturing today. You can enjoy more warmth, acceptance, and compassion, finding it easier than usual to arrive at an agreement. You can get to a higher level of understanding, both of their opinions and your own. The moon spends the day tucked away in your home and family sector, and you might have a similar urge to tuck yourself away and get some extra rest. However, you also find it easy and natural to commit to a goal, cause, or venture. It can be healing and soothing to focus on cherished dreams or hopes, friends, or networking. As such, dividing your time between nourishing yourself and your domestic world and connecting with others can be a good strategy with current transits. Today could feel like a legitimate holiday. This is because our lesser benefic Venus and our greater benefic Jupiter are working in perfect harmony. The stars are aligned and opening doors everywhere that you go. If single, you'll feel spectacularly magnetic and popular, as people everywhere will be praising you with compliments. If coupled up, this is the perfect moment to treat yourself and your one and only to something special, as it could end up creating a memory that you file away into your storybook about how you knew they were the one. Which way will you choose? A deep desire to move forward will settle in. You could feel called to do something incredible or to venture into a new professional pathway. Carefully consider what you want to pursue, as Mars in Cancer squares the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. You may find that your desire to advance could help you get out of your comfort zone. It might be scary to leave this comfort zone, but it could help you land your dream job down the road. A lot of emphasis is put on diet these days, choosing the freshest foods available and preparing a variety of healthy meals so that all your nutritional bases are covered is key. Another important part of diet is to eat slowly and chew your food carefully. Apart from avoiding the risk of choking, well-chewed food helps us avoid overtaxing our digestive glands. Many people who gulp down their food overwork their glands and find that they stay hungry even after eating. Today, you're going to have a moment of pause or relaxation period when you can take stock. The vibrations of the moment will be encouraging you to sort out the people in your life who are just acquaintances and those who are your real friends, what your profound desires are as opposed to those imposed on you from outside, and the superficial from the eternal in a serious way. You are hesitating about making a complete change in your comportment so that you can adapt more gently to situations, notably with your friends and family. But you have a supple mind so that you always fall on your feet. Be aware of this. As Venus, the planet of love, prepares to enter her final 7 days in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart, she takes your heart on a sentimental journey down memory lane. During this time, a favorable alignment with Jupiter peaks, boosting your confidence to follow your heart while both the love and relationship influences open doors to the past. This alignment also positively affects other areas of life today, as the stars favor both home and financial matters. One of the luckiest and most auspicious days of the year casts everything in a more positive light. Before the moon not only returns to your romantic sector tomorrow but begins the lead up to an eclipsing full moon, there is a chance to first get the most out of a positive few days on the communication and relationship fronts. It was the moon's first visit to your communication sector since Pluto retrograde back in and since Uranus turned retrograde in your relationship sector that has left you better able to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. Have you ever found yourself second-guessing a decision you once felt so sure about? It's natural to feel confident in your choices initially, especially when everything seems to line up perfectly. You can envision the path ahead, whether it's in a relationship, career, or a personal goal, and it feels right in the moment. But then, as time goes on, doubt creeps in, and you begin to overthink. Did I really make the right decision? Is this the right direction for me? This tug-of-war between certainty and uncertainty is something many of us experience, especially when Mars in Cancer squares the South Node of Karma and the North Node of Fate. It's a moment where you might feel unsure about your choices, wondering if they will lead you to where you need to be. But here's the thing, Euro life is full of unknowns, and sometimes, you simply won't know where your decisions will take you until you see how everything unfolds. It's okay to feel unsure. It's part of the process of growth and discovery. Have you ever looked back at a situation where you were uncertain, only to realize later that it all worked out in a way you couldn't have anticipated? Trust that this could be one of those moments. Allow yourself the grace to let the future reveal itself in its own time. However, it's important to remember that you can't force things to happen before they're ready. Sometimes we want something so badly that we push too hard, only to find that it doesn't fulfill us the way we thought it would. If you've been chasing something that doesn't quite align with your needs, today is a reminder to pause and reassess. Is it really what you want, or are you clinging to it out of habit or fear of change? Give yourself permission to let go of things that aren't serving you, and you might find that new, more meaningful opportunities come your way. Speaking of new opportunities, you're likely to be surrounded by fresh ideas and unconventional proposals. It's as if the universe is throwing open a door and saying, "Look at all these possibilities." Even if the old methods or familiar paths have worked for you in the past, it's a good idea to keep your options open. People around you may offer perspectives you hadn't considered before, and those insights could help you see things in a completely new light. Have you ever had someone point out a connection or possibility that you'd overlooked, only for it to completely shift your approach? That's the kind of energy you're working with today. Stay open, because what seems unconventional might just be the key to unlocking something amazing. On the financial front, things are looking bright. You've got a sharp sense of how to negotiate and make the most of your resources. Have you noticed how lately you've been able to turn even small opportunities into something bigger? Today, more doors may open, especially when it comes to making new contacts. These new relationships could prove to be valuable down the road, so take the time to nurture them. Trust your instincts when it comes to finances. If something doesn't feel right, you'll know it, and you can steer clear of any potential missteps. Ultimately, today is all about finding balance. You're in a powerful position to move forward with grace and confidence, but it's also a day to reflect, reassess, and stay open to the unexpected. Have you ever been in a situation where you thought you had everything figured out, only to have a surprise opportunity or insight completely change your direction for the better? That could be today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are there any decisions you've been second-guessing lately? How do you usually handle moments of uncertainty? Let's start a conversation and support each other through the twists and turns of life's journey. After all, we're all navigating this together, and sometimes, just knowing you're not alone in your experience can be incredibly empowering.